The parking lot was loud, cars honking, girls laughing, somebody blasting music too loud like a celebration with too many black people could cause the police to come. Dunbar won, but Lake Clifton didn't feel finished. Taz walked out with Pooh, hood up. Phone still buzzing. You good? Pooh asked. Yeah, Taz said, lying out of habit. Across the lot, Reg was already surrounded by thick girls, no hair with cute smiles. Hands on his chest like he diddy. He fed off it, needed it. Cav never made it to the lot. He slipped out the side door, the call. Cav stood in the alley behind the gym, street light flickering like it was nervous. Where you at? The voice said. Just finished, Cav replied. We won. Silence, that's cute, the voice said. But like niggas heated. Word is they looking for get back tonight. Cav closed his eyes. Where? He asked. Same spot, same corner. Bring what you owe. Click. Cav leaned against the brick wall looking up in the sky. Now sweat running down his spine, and it wasn't from the game. He thought about the pass, the crowd, the scouts nodding, then he thought about the money. Basketball had rules, the streets had debts. Someone threw a party after game. Somebody always did. Row house packed wall to wall. Music rattling the windows. It smelled like weed. Sweat butt and box with cheap liquor. And bad decisions everywhere. Reg arrived like a celebrity, already half drunk on attention. This our night, he yelled. Taz stayed near the wall. Pooh stayed near the door. Girls pressed up on Taz, now different energy than before. Opportunity energy. He smiled, but his chest felt tight. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then the door opened hard, too hard. 3 Lake Clifton dudes stepped in. No colors, no smiles. The music dipped like the DJ felt it coming. One of them stared straight at Reg. There he go, he said. This drunk nigga. Reg laughed, wrong sound. What? He said, y'all lost fair. That's when the punch landed. Everything breaks, chaos exploded. Bottles shattered, someone screamed. Pooh grabbed Reg and shoved him back. Hands up, ready? Taz tried to pull them apart, but bodies crashed into him from every side. A gun flashed, not waved. Shone, that was enough, people scattered. Windows blew out, someone fired, not aiming. Just reminding everybody who really had control. Taz hit the floor hard, ears ringing. Pooh covered him instinctively. Weight heavy, solid, protective. When it was over, the room looked different. Broken, like something died there. Reg was bleeding from his eyebrow, laughing like he couldn't believe it happened. Man, they soft, he said. Nobody laughed back. 2 blocks away, Cav sat in a car with the engine running. The party noise echoed faint. Sirens closer now. He had the money in his pocket. Enough to settle one problem, not enough to fix his life. His phone buzzed again. Unknown now. Cav started the car. He didn't look back. Baltimore moved on fast. It always did. By Monday morning, the gym banners still hung. The floors still shined. The announcement still talked about attendance and dress code like nothing had happened. But everybody felt it. The win had expired. The silence hadn't. Taz sat in first period staring at nothing. His phone stayed face down. He hadn't heard from Cav since that night. No, I'm straight. No joke, no emotions. Nothing that scared him more than bad news. Pooh sat 2 rows up, posture stiff. Eyes forward. He hadn't spoken much since the party. When violence came close, Pooh folded inward. Survival mode. He'd learned that early. Reg walked in late with stitches above his eyebrow, and a grin he couldn't hold together anymore. The hallway whispers followed him like smoke. That's him, that's the one from the party. That nigga lucky. Lucky wasn't the word. Tez got called out of class right before lunch. Guidance counselor, assistant principal, coach sitting stiff in the corner. Too many adults, never a good sign. They slid a paper across the desk, college interest sheet. Neatly printed official, 3 schools. 2 JOCOs, 1 low major D1. His chest tightened. Then the counselor folded her hands. With opportunity, she said carefully, comes responsibility. Taz nodded. He already knew the speech. We need to be honest. The assistant principal added. Your name came up. What? Taz asked, voice steady. Association. That word again. They didn't accuse him. I didn't need to. They just warned him about parties, friends, and optics. Also how fast scholarships disappear when programs don't want trouble. Coach finally spoke. Quiet. You gotta decide who you running with. That hurt worse than yelling. Reg gets loud. Reg didn't care about warnings. He cared about respect. By Thursday, he was back to talking recklessly, posting clips, subtweeting Lake Clifton, flexing like the city owed him something. Attention was his oxygen. Pooh pulled him aside near the lockers. You moving sloppy, Pooh said. Reg laughed. Y'all scared now. Pooh didn't laugh back. You don't know how close this got. Pooh said, you think bullets care who won. Reg stared at him, smile fading for half a second. Then it came back. Man, chill. That was the moment Pooh stepped away. When a nigga stopped listening, you stopped standing next to him. Nobody said Cav's name out loud. Teachers marked him absent. Students whispered. Coach Wheeler avoided the question. Taz finally heard through the city grapevine. Not facts, Cav laying low. Cav owe the wrong niggas. He ain't coming back Friday night. Taz sat on his bed scrolling old texts. Highlights, jokes, late-night plans. Cav clowning him for studying too much. Cav telling Taz, we gon' make it, bitch. Taz typed, you straight. The message sent didn't deliver. The waiting Pooh's mom got sick that weekend. Missed work, bills stacked. Pooh picked up extra shifts at the warehouse. Still made practice. Still rebounded like his life depended on it. Because it did, Reg skipped practice. Once, then twice, coach warned him. Reg shrugged. Taz felt basketball pulling one way, loyalty pulling another, fear sitting heavy in the middle. Sunday night, news broke quiet. Not headline loud, just neighborhood loud. A body found near Edmondson High School. Young black male, no name yet. Taz couldn't sleep. Monday morning, coach gathered the team before practice. No ball, no drills, just him. They identified the victim. He said pause, the room went still. Reg sat down hard, Pooh closed his eyes. Taz felt something inside him tear, not dramatic. Not loud, just a clean rip, like something that would never heal right. Coach kept talking about choices, about paths, about how basketball could save you if you let it. Taz didn't hear most of it. All he could see was the last pass. The smile, the silence. Baltimore had collected. Cav learned how to disappear before he learned how to shoot. After his brother died, hiding became muscle memory. Not just ducking corners or keeping his head down, but shrinking himself so nobody could read his face. Grief made noise if you let it. Cav didn't let it. His brother wasn't supposed to die. He wasn't in the game like that. Wrong block, wrong night. Somebody squeezing a trigger with shaky hands and a faster heartbeat than conscience. After that, Cav started carrying. At first it was just in case. Then it became everywhere: hoodie pocket, glove compartment, backpack under the algebra book. The weight was comforting. Like proof the world couldn't catch him slipping again. On the court, though, Cav was still poetry. Tough 6'3", smooth. Lefty, his jumper barely touched net. Scouts whispered his name because he played like he wasn't trying. Like he already knew the ending. Lake Clifton's gym made him feel alive again until it didn't. Taz had something to prove to. Everybody in Baltimore knew his name. Not because he talked, because he showed up. Dunbar's floor general, strong build, calm eyes. A leader even when the team was losing and the crowd got ugly. Taz wanted out of Baltimore, but not the fake way. Not the I made it and forgot everybody way. He wanted to drag his people with him. Scouts liked his IQ. Coaches loved his discipline. The streets, they were waiting to see if he'd fold. Lake Week had his stomach tight all month. Because this game wasn't just a rivalry, it was a judgment. Reg was already halfway gone. He sold because scholarships don't pay rent today. Because moms don't get sick on recruiting timelines. Because being 6'5" with hops doesn't stop the lights from getting cut off. He never brought work to the gym, but the streets followed him anyway. His phone stayed buzzing even during warm-ups. Missed calls stacked like sins. Reg played angry, rebounded like the rim owed him money, dunked with both hands like he was trying to rip something loose inside himself. Scouts saw the body. They didn't see the clock ticking. Pooh laughed too much. Not because he was happy, because silence made him think. And thinking made him remember nights he shouldn't have survived. Pooh had handles for days, shifted defenders out their shoes, smiled while doing it. Girls loved him. The coaches didn't trust him. Scouts were split. He's electric. One said he's risky, another said. Pooh didn't care. He just wanted one night where everything lined up. Game day Mervo versus DUNBAR gym was packed. Hot, loud enough to rattle your ribs. College scouts lined the baseline clipboards. Crossed arms, poker faces. They weren't cheering. They were judging fourth quarter. Tie game. Every possession felt like it could change somebody's life or end it. Reg caught an elbow on a rebound by Mo and didn't complain. Blood on his lip. Stayed in. Pooh crossed his man KT so bad the crowd screamed before the shot even went up. Bucket Mervo answered, and again. And again, 10 seconds left. Dunbar ball. Coach Wheeler didn't call timeout. Taz brought it up slowly, eyes scanning. Heart steady 5 seconds. Pooh flared to the corner. Defender stuck. Reg sealed inside but help collapsed. 3 seconds. Cav was open at the wing. Open like destiny. Taz passed it. Cav rose for a split second. Everything went quiet. The shot rimmed out. Buzzer. Mervo stormed the court.